Guess what time it is? That's right, everybody. Today I reveal to you Wings of Fire with Food 3. I wanted to get this done before Christmas, so I spent like 3 or 4 weeks on it, and finally it's all finished up. To be honest, I was kind of running out of characters to do by the time I got to the end of this one. Anyways, first up we have Lynx with a popsicle. I think this made sense because popsicles are a happy food and Lynx is a happy gal. Also, it's kind of a pun because popsicles are frozen. Next up, Sora with peach cobbler and ice cream. Did I choose this solely because I was craving that exact food? Pff, you'll never prove anything. But it's the best ever. But only if it's my great aunt's cobbler recipe and the guy from church's homemade ice cream. Anyways, Sora is pretty and I love drawing her. Then we've got Cobra Lily with peach rings. I like Cobra Lily's design and I thought peach rings fit her. Also, it just makes sense to me that even though she's a leafwing, she'd have just 5 pounds of piercings. Prince Cliff with a cookie. The baby! As of this poster, I've actually drawn all 4 baby dragons with food. Cliff deserves cookies. I wasn't too sure on his coloration, but hopefully it's recognizable. Next up, Tamarin with pears. Pears seem like a good fit for our chill, sweet Tamarin. Plus, I like that although they're a fruit, they aren't actually a jungle fruit, so she probably wouldn't have gotten to experience them until leaving the jungle. Fun fact, pears grow really well in my area, so this time of year all my friendly neighbors are just bringing me sacks of pears. Auklet with a Swedish fish. The irony of this was too much for me, and also Swedish fish are delicious. I think Auklet would love gummies. Peacemaker with strawberries. I debated on what food to give him for like a while. I couldn't decide if strawberries were too on the nose or a perfect fit. Clearly I went with strawberries as the perfect fit though. I'm honestly not a huge fan of his design. It seems kind of lackluster for a Nightwing Rainwing hybrid. I might rework the canon design someday. Anyways, next up we have Swordtail with pizza. This just seemed like such a perfect fit for the himbo. I didn't feel like drawing veggies on it or anything, but he could even eat it vegan style and stick with the Silkwing food traditions. This is just such a perfect fit for Swordtail. It's such a messy, just random, lazy food. It really works with his in-book characterization. Indigo with waffles. Waffles seem so perfect for her. Not only do the colors work well with her palette, but they're kind of a fun food. Indigo may put on a tough attitude, but she would totally adore waffles in the real world. Also, Blob. Thorn with coffee, because how could I resist? But it's iced coffee because she's in the desert. Also, she's drinking it straight from a mason jar. Like half my relatives drink from mason jars. I've actually started doing it too, because as hick as it is, it's actually very handy. Because I can just screw the lid on and throw it in the truck and it's good to go. Don't tell me the Scorpion Den isn't the Pyrian version of Redneck Central. Then I have Luna with grapes. I did purple instead of green grapes for the color contrast, but either one works in this situation. Luna would love grapes. They're not really a Pentallan food too, so I imagine she would have gotten to experience them when she went to Pyria. Plus, it fits with the vegan tradition, which I've tried to do for all my Silkwings. And last but not least, Moon with boba tea, which means I finally have all the main POV characters with food done. Boba works well for Moon because it's a chill drink and very pretty to draw. Plus, it's kind of like a huge aesthetic trend right now, which I feel works for her for some reason. And that about wraps this up. With this newest batch of 12, I have 36 total dragons with food drawings, all of which will be posted in my Redbubble shop, and you can find links for that in the description. Holidays will be here before you know it, so please go check that out. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and please have a wonderful week.